As for the Celtics, guard Kemba Walker continuing to deal with a sore knee from all the way back since the All-Star break. A lot of people thought he would be fine by now with these 4 months off. Instead, he said he definitely expects to be on the court when the season resumes, but he's not pain-free. Take a look.
It's definitely pretty frustrating, just because I'm not a guy who misses many games, especially throughout the course of my career. But I'm not really concerned much, honestly, because I think I'm trending upwards. This is not normal for me, being out like this. It's just the smart way to go about things, because I want to be at my best with my teammates in this organization, when the regular season comes around, and most definitely in the playoffs.
So, Perk, we know Kemba's an all-star, but he only shot 31% from the floor after the all-star break. If this knee still isn't healing, how do you think the Celtics should help manage his responsibilities? Because they need their point guard.
Well, I think, they got to be very cautious. I mean, listen, Kemba Walker is the second best player on that team now because Jason Tatum is the #1 player on that team. But here it is, with Kemba Walker, even a 70% Kemba Walker is really good for the Celtics. If I'm Brad Stevenson, I'm going to make sure that I monitor him during this training camp and the 8 regular season games. And Kemba Walker, he has to do his part. We all know he's a true professional. He got nothing but time to make sure he's getting treatment around the clock. Listen, I have the Celtics coming out of the East, and listen, I need Kemba to at least be 75. If he's 75%, I'm sticking to my Celtics, and I'm being a homer here.
Listen, man, I'm actually a little nervous for Kemba. I experienced, this similar situation to where I had knee pain, in a season. I thought rest would be able to heal it, came back, and still nothing really changed. The fact that he hasn't played since the All-Star break and had 4 months off with the work stoppage and still feeling some pain gives me reason for concern that there may be some structure damage, cartilage damage, something is going on in his knee if he is still, feeling some discomfort in that knee after not playing for all these months. They're going to need Kemba Walker in order to win a championship. He's going to have to be 100%. 75% is not going to get it, Perk. He's got to be 100% ready to go to compete for a championship if they want to do that with Kemba.
I don't know, Mac.
Go ahead, Kendrick.
I was saying, I don't know, Mac. The Celtics got a lot of weapons. We got Gordon. They got Gordon Hayward. He's capable of going for 30. We got Jaylen Brown over there, who's one of the best two-way players in the game, who could give you 20 on one end and lock you up on the other. So I'm taking a 75% Kemba because I know he gonna give me 20 to 25 points. 100% Kemba gonna give me a 40-piece chicken wing dinner. But, I take a 75% Kemba Walker.
T-Mac, you know that neither one of us are surprised that Perk is going to push the Celtics no matter what percentage Kemba is. But I do think it's interesting. First of all, what you said about your knee, and you and I have talked about this so many times, that you wish some of your knee problems had been managed differently. So definitely Kemba, once he gets through these playoffs, is going to want to take some serious looks at his different options over the offseason, whatever kind of offseason we have. And then I would also urge him to not only look at your experience, but someone like Kawhi Leonard last year. It's not just that we saw him load manage games going into those playoffs for the Raptors. You almost saw him load managing during games. For the first 3 quarters, there were times that you could tell that Kawhi Leonard was not at full speed. He was not going his full 100% self, and he is such a savvy basketball player. He knew when to turn it on, when to turn it off through those 3 quarters, and then all out in the fourth. And guess what? It won him a championship. So I'm very, very interested to see how this develops with Kemba. Yeah.
Well, think about this, Rachel and Perk. I mean, this is very unusual time. He doesn't have, when this season is over, he doesn't have that, the months that we have from, let's say, June till September, October, to recover,
True.
whether he have surgery. He doesn't have that time. When this season is over, what he has, 2 months off before the next season start? Man.
Right, but if he has to miss the first month or two of next season, I'm sure Celtics fans would rather him do that than miss the end of this season. We'll keep an eye on it, and in your experience, T-Mac, with this, so valuable. We got to connect you and Kemba over the phone. Not during the break, though. You got to do the rest of the show. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.